thousands of highly valued and combat-experienced pilots are available. This number is 10 times larger than the country in second place in terms of aircraft quantity and organizational structure. The U.S. Air Force has built a force centered around third-generation aircraft. With a backbone of fourth- and fifth-generation aircraft, the high percentage of fifth-generation aircraft is the source of their strength. In addition to publicly available data, they also have a habit of keeping the most advanced weapons secret during peacetime, and only revealing them when war breaks out. For example, the F-117 Nighthawk stealth fighter, the world's first stealth aircraft, was in service for 20 years before the U.S. acknowledged its existence. The U.S. Air Force's public strength is already formidable, not to mention its hidden strength, which could overwhelm the Air Force of any other country. A single sortie can carry 5,860 tons. This is equivalent to dropping 1,400 tons of weapons or 465 precision-guided bombs, enough to affect 80% of the world's nations. This is just the strength of the U.S.'s strategic bomber force. In terms of fighter jets, the U.S. Air Force has 177 F-22 Raptors, the gold standard for fifth-generation aircraft, and 310 F-35 Lightnings, the most numerous fifth-generation aircraft in the world. In terms of fourth-generation fighter jets, the number is even higher with 485 F-15s and 900 F-16s. If nuclear weapons are not used, could the U.S. Air Force alone take on the world? Currently, the U.S. Air Force has 14 wings, which are divided into 45 units and 1,128 flying squadrons. This includes over 13,000 fighter aircraft in active service and reserves, with a wide range of different types. First, there are three main workhorses of the U.S. Air Force: the B-2 Strategic Stealth Bomber, the Strategic Land Attack Bomber with 53 C-5 Galaxies, 220 F-15s and F-16s, 318 C-17 Globemaster IIIs, 334 C-30 Hercules, and 200 other transport aircraft. These aircraft form the backbone of the U.S. Air Force's global deployment capability. In addition, they also have 558 aerial tankers, 154 reconnaissance aircraft, 248 helicopters, and many early warning aircraft. One thing that many people may not be aware of is that the U.S. does not have any B-52 Stratofortress and B-1B Lancer forces. These three types of strategic bombers are a key component of the U.S.'s three-pronged attack strength. Currently, there are 94 B-52s ready for combat. If all of them were deployed, a single sortie could carry 2,820 tons of weapons. The B-1B Lancer has 43 aircraft. If all of them were deployed, they could carry 2,580 tons of weapons. In addition to the 20 B-2s that carry 460 tons of weapons. The total amount of weapons that these bombers could carry on top of missiles. So the U.S. Air Force not only owns aircraft and weapons, but also controls 450 Minuteman missiles and 246 nuclear warheads kept in a reserve status. At the same time, they also control around 70 satellites, including 30 military reconnaissance and communication satellites, as well as 41 global military GPS satellites. In fact, the U.S. Air Force's presence extends across the globe, with hundreds of large air bases on the mainland U.S. and other areas of the world. In addition to possessing a modern and powerful fighter jet force, they also have a number of 22 F-16s. That's a total of 1,407 aircraft. This number is twice the total number of aircraft in the entire British Air Force. In addition, the U.S. also owns 286 A-10 Thunderbolt IIs and plans to replace all of its fourth-generation aircraft with 1,763 F-35s. This will make the entire U.S. Air Force an all-stealth aircraft force. In addition, the U.S. Air Force also possesses a fleet of unmanned aircraft, including 323 MQ-9 Reapers, which can perform both reconnaissance and attack missions. In terms of strategic transport aircraft, they are completely superior to the world.